afternoon. I'm Onisa Klein here at the GBTA broadcast studio, and joining me this afternoon we have Tamara Laster, who is the Vice President of Global Sales, and also Philipp Mirow, Director of Upscale Brands Management for Choice Hotels International. Tamara and Philipp, welcome. Thanks for joining us today and spending a few minutes. I know it's been a busy, hectic convention, and hopefully it's been a good one for you guys so far.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been wonderful. Thank you for having me here, having us here. We really appreciate it. It's been a wonderful conference.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I know we were chatting earlier, and you said there was a lot of buzz and good participation and good meetings.
Despite everything that was happening outside, we had a lot of customers come despite everything happening. So it was minor disruption, but it wasn't major. We've had some really good conversations, and so it's been a wonderful conference thus far.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So what are Choice's plans for Upscale, and how does it fit into today's your brand landscape?
So we're on a really exciting journey with the Upscale portfolio at Choice. We went from 2 brands within the segment to 8 brands, and we are working through each of those individual brands to really elevate them to their next level, to unleash their full potential. And so we've been super excited to have both our Radisson and Radisson Blu brands represented here at GBTA over the last couple of days to really showcase what it is that we're striving for with these brands. I think ultimately what we have seen as an opportunity within the upscale segment is the opportunity to create brands that are more approachable within this space, that are addressing some of the tension points that our guests and customers are looking for in terms of key amenities, in terms of key features. And we're really excited to show that with this audience here today.
Excellent. So how does Choice appeal to the upscale traveler?
Yeah, so from a business travel perspective, it's really important to think about a few things. One is the location. And so our Cambria and our Ascends are typically in great locations around businesses. So it is very easy and accessible. It's also often within a city. So people are able to walk various different places to get access to that city. So it helps with travel spend overall. So it's a really great value proposition. The next thing they think about is, what are the amenities I have, and what can I have access to while I'm on business travel. And so the great thing is that they're now able to have, many of them are full service. And so what that really means is that you have the bars stocked, you have restaurants, and you're able to have that space to congregate and meet and have discussions. And that is a lot of our Radisson portfolio of brands. And so we've been able to, in this upscale segment, we've been really able to address the needs of, do I have Wi-Fi? Can I make sure that I'm productive as a business traveler? And so I want people to make sure that they understand that they see Choice as a hotel company that supports business travel.
So there's been a lot of discussion here, both in the studio and I know on the expo hall, about meetings and events. What does Choice offer for travelers or customers that are looking for meeting and event space?
Yeah, so I think Choice has made some major moves in the meetings and event space. With the acquisition of Radisson and them now part of our brand, our family of brands, we are able to support small to medium-sized meetings. It's also near conference centers and things like that, so we can also support any conference overflow or even some of the, association business and things like that. So having that in our brand portfolio, plus our Cambria brand, we now are able to kind of support all of the different meeting sizes, and then even where we have conferences, we can support those in a different way.
Excellent.
I think just to add to that, I think what's so important to that business traveler audience is constantly changing.
Yes.
Right? Their expectations are evolving as technologies evolve, as their travel behaviors evolve, and that's something that we've really been thinking about in the development of our prototypes, is to make sure that we're meeting those needs where they are today. And so, for example, having that tech-enabled guest room, making sure that we have outlets everywhere, thinking about the workspace. In our Radisson guest room, we're really focused on positioning the desk in a position where we're conscious of the Zoom background of being seated at that particular placement. It's also about having the opportunity to unwind, having the opportunity to get a break from the busyness of the day. And that's where our Radisson Blu brand is really focused on our get ready moment, which is an opportunity at a dry vanity to unwind from the day, take the time to properly unpack and really meet those needs as they exist in guest minds today.
You know, those are great examples. Whenever I check into a hotel, the first thing I do is I look for where the power outlet is.
Yeah.
And it immediately sets the impression for me about the property. Like, sometimes it's like, really? Yeah, I got it there. And then sometimes it's in a very, smart, convenient place. So it's great that you guys are paying attention to the details. It's all in the details, right? So
Absolutely.
it's great.
It's so funny that you mentioned that, because when we were looking at the new prototype, it is actually the first question I asked, which was, where are the outlets going to be, right?
Yep.
So it was, and I appreciated the fact that they had thoughtfully planned where those things were going to be. It's important in business travel to make things accessible, and then you're going to have that repeat business all the time.
Absolutely.
I think accessible and intuitive, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, we're wrapping up today, the world's largest business travel convention. Is there anything you would like to say in your closing remarks to this audience?
I am sales, so I'm going to say make choice your choice for business travel.
Excellent.
Couldn't agree more.
Tamara and Philip, thank you so very much for coming by and spending a few minutes with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to have you.
I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.